Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to chemistry classes. Today let's study about laws of chemical combinations in chapter Some Basic Concepts of Chemistry. In laws of chemical combinations, we are going to study about different laws like law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportions, law of multiple proportions, Gay-Lussac's law and Avogadro's law. Let's take the first one, law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. This law was proposed by scientist Antoine Lavoisier. Antoine Lavoisier proposed this law. What the law says? Law is very simple. Statement is matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Students, the statement is important. The statement of the law is matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. What is the meaning of this one? Meaning is very simple. You take any process. It may be physical process or it may be chemical process. Always no change, no net change in matter or in mass takes place. Always no net change in mass takes place in physical as well as in chemical process, which I can tell in this way also. In a reaction, in a chemical reaction or in a chemical process, always amount of reactants will be equal to amount of products. That is, mass of reactants is equal to mass of products. Mass of reactants is equal to mass of products. Law is very simple. Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Let's study this law by taking an example. Let's take example. Example is carbon C reacting with oxygen O2 gives product CO2. In this reaction, carbon and oxygen are reacting with each other. Hence, these are reactants. Carbon dioxide CO2 is the product. Now, compare number of carbon atoms and oxygen atoms on both the sides. Let's take a number of atoms on left hand side as well as on the right hand side. Compare. We have carbon and oxygen. How many carbon atoms are there on the left side? 1. How many carbon on the right side? 1. How many oxygen on the left side? 2. How many oxygen on the right side? 2. See, number of carbon atoms on left side and right side are same. Means mass of carbon plus oxygen, that is mass of reactants, is equal to mass of carbon dioxide. So during chemical reaction, mass, amount of reactants and products remain the same. It will not change. Mass of reactants is exactly equal to mass of products. That is why we say matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. So this is about law of conservation of mass. For exam, only statement is important, that is matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Now let us learn another law of chemical combination, that is law of definite proportions. Second one is law of definite proportions. This law is also called as law of constant proportions. Law of constant proportions or law of definite proportions. This law was proposed by scientist Joseph Proust. Joseph Proust proposed this. What the law says? Law says a very simple thing. A given compound always will have or always contains same elements in fixed proportion or a definite proportion of their weights, weight. You take any compound, they will always have same elements in definite proportion of their weight. This is a statement of law of definite proportions. Here again statement is important one, that is a given compound always contains same element in definite proportion of their weights. That is, meaning is very simple. Chemical composition of compound is definite. Chemical composition of a compound is always definite. It is a fixed always. It will not change. This is what the law says. Let's have example. Let's take water. What is water? Water means H2O. Water is H2O. In water, how many hydrogen atoms are there? In water, there are 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. 1 oxygen atom. You take water of any place. You take water of Karkala, you take water of Mudvidre, you take water of Mangalore. It is H2O only. Water means there will be 2 hydrogen atoms and there will be 1 oxygen atom only. What is the weight proportion? Here, hydrogen to oxygen weight is, there are 2 hydrogen atoms. Mass of 1 hydrogen atom is 1.008. There are 2 hydrogen atoms, hence multiplied by 2. Oxygen mass is 16. What is this 16? It is atomic mass of oxygen. 1.008 is atomic mass of hydrogen. There are 2 hydrogen atoms, hence 2 into 1.008, that is nothing but 2.016 is to 16. See, there will be 2.016 gram of hydrogen and 16 gram of oxygen in water. So water always will have definite proportion of elements in their weight and also always will have same elements. A given compound, water, always contains same element, hydrogen and oxygen, in definite proportion of their weight, that is 2.016 gram hydrogen and 16 gram oxygen will be present. Let's have another example. Let's take another compound, carbon dioxide. This is another compound. What is the formula of carbon dioxide? CO2. Formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. Here there is one carbon atom and two oxygen atoms are present. Carbon dioxide means always chemical composition is definite, it is fixed, it is CO2 only. Means there is one carbon and there are two oxygen atoms. Mass ratio of carbon to oxygen is, carbon mass is 12. 12 gram is atomic mass of carbon. Oxygen 16 is the mass, but there are two oxygen, so 2 into 16. So 12 is to 32. 2 into 16 means 32 is the weight proportion. Means in carbon dioxide there is 12 gram carbon and 32 grams oxygen. So that is what the law says. A given compound always will have same elements in a definite proportion of their weights. You take any compound, say for example ammonia, formula is NH3 only. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4 only. Like this, you take any compound, they will have definite chemical composition, means their formula is fixed. Elements are fixed. The mass of elements is fixed. So this is what the law of definite proportions is. Next, let us come to third law. That is law of multiple proportions. Third one is law of multiple proportions. Law of multiple proportions was proposed by scientist Dalton. John Dalton proposed this. What is the statement of the law? According to the statement, when two elements combine to give or to form more than one compound, then masses of one element that combines with fixed mass of another element will have a simple ratio. This is a statement of law of multiple proportion. Important, when two elements combine to form more than one compound, then masses of one element that combines with fixed mass of another element will have a simple ratio. Students, Whenever laws are asked in the exam, you have to write the laws as it is. The statements you cannot change. So learn the laws properly. Look at here. The law says when two elements combine to form more than one compound, then masses of one element that combines with fixed mass of another element will have a simple ratio. The law is very simple. You will understand better when I take the example. Let's have example. Let's read the statement and take the example simultaneously. When two elements combine, I'll take two elements. Which are the two elements combining? Let's have carbon and oxygen. When two elements combine, one is carbon, another one is oxygen, to form more than one compound. Let's have compounds formed by it. Carbon and oxygen can form compounds like carbon monoxide CO and carbon dioxide CO2. Carbon monoxide CO, carbon dioxide CO2. Here, let's write the mass ratio. Atomic mass of carbon is 12, oxygen is 16. So ratio is 12:16. Simple ratio of this is 3:4. 3:4. 3 4s are 12, 4 4s are 16. So 12 by 4 is 3, 16 by 4 is 4. So 3:4 is a simple ratio. Let's take carbon dioxide. Carbon mass is 12. Oxygen. There are two oxygen atoms, hence 2 into 16. 16 is atomic mass of oxygen. So this is 12:32. Simple ratio is 3:8. Look at the law. When two elements combine to form more than one compound, two elements combine to form more than one compound, then masses of one element that is combining with fixed mass of another element. Look at here. Carbon mass is fixed. It's 3. At that time, masses of other element will have a simple ratio. Means mass ratio of oxygen in CO and CO2. In CO, oxygen is 4. In CO2, it is 8. So ratio is 4:8, nothing but 1:2. So this is what the law says. According to the law, when two elements combine to form more than one compound, then masses of one element that combines with the fixed mass of another element will have a simple ratio. Will have a simple ratio. So this is about law of multiple proportions. Next, let us take fourth law. Fourth one is Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. This law is proposed by scientist Gay-Lussac. Gay-Lussac proposed this. What is the statement? Statement says that when gases combine or are produced, when gases combine or when they are produced, they do so in a simple ratio of their volumes, simple ratio of their volumes at same temperature and pressure. At the same temperature and pressure. Students, understand the simple law it is, when gases combine or are produced, that is when the gases are produced. They do so, means when the gases combine or when they are produced, they always do like that in their simple ratio of their volumes, provided temperature and pressure are same. That is, let's take example. Let's have an example. Let's take hydrogen combines with oxygen. At that time, product produced is water H2O. Look at the reaction. H2 and O2 combine to form H2. To apply this law, first you have to see whether equation is balanced. Let's count the number of atoms. We have 2 hydrogen on the left side. We have 2 hydrogen on the right side. We have 2 oxygen on the left side, but we have 1 oxygen only on the right. So, to balance oxygen, I'll write this as 2H2. Now count. There are 2 oxygen on the right, there are 2 oxygen on the left. But hydrogen atoms on the right are 2 into 2, that is 4. But on the left I have only 2, so this is multiplied by 2. At that time, number of hydrogen atoms on the left side as well as right side will be 4 and oxygen will be 2. So our equation is balanced. Now let's consider all these are gases, which I'll write as a G. I've written G in bracket, indicates all are gases. Combining gases are gases. Product is also a gas. Hydrogen and oxygen, they are combining, they are gases. Product is also a gas. When gases combine or are produced, they always do like that at a simple ratio of their volumes, provided all these are at same temperature and pressure. Let's consider all these gases, that is hydrogen, oxygen and water, are at same temperature and pressure. At that time, volume ratio is, let's find the volume ratio. How will you find the volume ratio? Number written before the formula you see, 2. Here nothing is written, means it is 1. Here it is 2. So here the numbers which are written before the formula, it is called stoichiometric coefficient. It's a coefficient. Coefficient for the hydrogen is 2. Coefficient for the oxygen is 1. Coefficient for the water is 2. So volume ratio is 2 is to 1 is to 2 for hydrogen, oxygen and water. So that is what the law says. When gases combine or are produced, they do so in simple ratio of their volumes at the same temperature and pressure. That means oxygen volume, if you consider, that combines with double volume of hydrogen and produces double volume of water. That means if I take 100 milliliter of oxygen, that will combine with 200 milliliter of hydrogen to produce 200 milliliter of water. Why? Because ratio is 2 is to 1 is to 2. Or I can say this way, or I can say 1 liter oxygen combines with 2 liter hydrogen to produce 2 liter water, provided temperature and pressure are same. So this is about Gay-Lussac's law. The law is also called, this law is also called as Law of definite proportions. Law of definite proportions of volume. Law of definite proportion of volumes. So this is all about Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. Next, let us have another law, that is Avogadro's law. Fifth one, Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law. This law was proposed by scientist Amedeo Avogadro. Amedeo Avogadro proposed this. Statement of the law is very simple. The law says equal volumes of gases will have equal number of molecules at the same temperature and pressure. What the law says is equal volumes of gases will have equal number of molecules at same temperature and pressure. What is this? Let's have different gases. Let's have example. Let's consider gases are, one gas I'll take as hydrogen, H2. Another gas, let it be O2, that is oxygen. Let's have one more, nitrogen, N2. I have taken three different gases, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Let's consider temperature at which these gases present are T Kelvin. Temperature of hydrogen is T Kelvin, oxygen is T Kelvin, nitrogen is also T Kelvin. Let's say these gases are at pressure P atmosphere. Let's consider pressure is P, unit of the pressure is atmosphere. That means the three gases which I have taken are at same temperature and same pressure. Now let's consider volume of these gases at the same temperature and pressure is V liter. Hydrogen V liter volume, oxygen is also V liter, nitrogen also has volume V liter. Now, number of molecules will be same. Volume, pressure, temperature, if they are same, then number of molecules are also same. Let me consider number of molecules in gas hydrogen is X. Oxygen is also X. At that time nitrogen also will be X. This is what the law says. Different gases, same temperature, same pressure. When volume equal, number of molecules will be equal. It's nothing but Avogadro's law. Equal volumes of gases will have equal number of molecules at the same temperature and pressure. Or I can say the law in another way. At the same temperature and pressure, temperature I'll represent as T, pressure I'll represent as P. At same temperature and pressure, if volume increases, number of molecules also increase. Number of molecules also will increase. So this is the conclusion of Avogadro's law. So under laws of chemical combinations, we studied about law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportions, law of multiple proportions, Gay-Lussac's law and Avogadro's law. So that's all about laws of chemical combinations. Remaining concepts let's learn in the next class. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.